micro exhalation, and then the second gap. So go on like this, breathing in and out with awareness of the two gaps between incoming breath, outgoing breath, and incoming breath. Understand that your breath is the bridge between the body and mind. It is also the bridge between you and existence. So the moment you are able to center your awareness on your breath, you will be falling back to your presence. That means your consciousness in the present moment. So take a few minutes to center yourself in restful awareness. The energy in the Adinam is very strong. I can feel already the energy is so strong, but it's good, especially for the first session. Come to the deep listening, authentic listening, without any judgment, past hangovers. Just pure listening and restful awareness. Ready to enter into a space of no mind. With that, let's join the palms together in Amajali Mudra. The prayer pose and invoke Swamiji. Take a deep breath. Nithyanandam Paramashuvoham Kevalam Jnanamutim Dvandvatitam Gaganashatrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Savadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunadahitam Satguruntam Namami. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. With that, slowly, very slowly open your eyes. Welcome back to Wednesday session. Today we start a new series which is called Meditation is for You. And as you know that we just finished Guru Gita last week, and I decided to bring forth many Swamiji's meditation techniques on every Wednesday, because for me, when I first met Swamiji, that was the time in the 2006. He was expounding on many meditation techniques. That means one of his earlier message was to bring us to the space of awareness. See, when you're unaware, you will be driven by your emotions, your patterns, and you will be creating more mess than healing yourself and getting back to, awareness. So when he first started his mission, he was promoting a lot of meditation. In fact, during his wandering days, Parashakti, he actually went around the whole India and researched a lot of meditation techniques from all sampradaya, all tradition. It could be Tibetan Buddhism, it could be Buddhism, it could be, Jainism, all different meditation techniques. And he basically compiled a whole series of very powerful techniques, even with Shiva Sutras or even Yoga Sutras. So all the different meditation techniques for all of us to experience consciousness. So, because at that time I was so inspired by, his teaching and, ability to transform through the science of dhyana. Dhyana means meditation. So meditation has a lot of, have a place in my heart, and I want to take this opportunity to share with the larger Sangha and also the world who are interested in meditation. Okay, so let me just introduce this book meditation is for you, which was written by Swamiji in 2004 in his early, public life. And so all the session moving forward will be based on that book, the messages, the signs you talk about, and some of the techniques may come from different tradition. Okay, and today you are so fortunate because all of you are going to be initiated into dhyana meditation. See, in Shastanga Yoga by Paramashiva, he talked about 6 parts or 6 limbs. Okay, in Patanjali he talked about 8, but the original form of yoga is only 6. Okay, so yogasana, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. These are the 6 limbs. So today in this whole series, we are going to learn the 5th limbs of Shastanga Yoga. Shastanga means 6 parts. Okay, so Shastanga Yoga, 5th limb is dhyana, meditation. Okay, so all of you may have heard and learned from different aspect or different branches of meditation, but I'm going to bring back to the authentic scriptures. That means given by the enlightened masters as well as the source from Paramashiva, so that you understand when you meditate from the source, from the authentic scriptures, the experience is, I would say, not only guaranteed but direct. Okay, so actually last week when I was sitting in meditation, after yoga, Dakshinamurti, you should know this deity, Dakshinamurti. He's the deity who sits under the banyan tree, where he's the Adi Guru, he's the first Guru, which is a form of Paramashiva coming as a Guru. So he showed me that to start this series of meditation, initiate all of them to dhyana. So that's why this session is about initiation. I'm going to basically teleport you to Vidadi and sit in front of him under the banyan tree. Okay, so that is going to be experience. So those of you who have already been to Vidadi and enter into the experience of the banyan tree, you'll be able to reconnect back to the energy very quickly. Okay, that one I can guarantee you. Those of you who are actually for the first time experiencing this banyan tree and the energy of Dakshinamurti, this will be your first experience, which will be guided by me and taking you because of the muscle memory and biomemory that I have already experienced. So I'm going to basically guide you all and take you on astral travel. Astral travel to Vidadi. Okay, so that's why you can see that on the screen, I'm using the little baby copper bookshot. See, in 2019 December, I went to India with a few of them. Let me see who's here. Maheshwari was here. With Maheshwari, there were 6 of us. We went on a South India temple trip, and in that trip, when I was inside the banyan tree, 2 seeds of the banyan tree fell in front of me. So I took it that it's for me to bring it back to Singapore. So I brought it back, planted the seed. After almost 1 year, the banyan tree sprouted. I thought it was no longer it's going to happen, but it somehow miraculously is sprouted after maybe 9 months or close to a year. Okay, so right now it's growing very healthily and strong and big now. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to connect through this banyan tree here, because it's the same DNA as the mother tree in Vidadi. So I'm going to connect to this banyan tree and then bring you all to the main tree in Vidadi and sit with Dakshinamurti. So this is going to be the whole initiation by him. Okay, so I'm just going to be the conduit to help you to teleport yourself there. Okay, sounds good? Yes? So those of you who have experienced the banyan tree, oh my God, it's like I miss the energy so much, being in that space. But anyway, so today I was given an opportunity to take all of you with me there. So if some of you do not know me, especially those people on Facebook Live joining for the first time, my name is Nithyananda and I'm the House of Representative in Singapore, Kailasa, Singapore. And it's my great pleasure to have you all in this session. I'm so excited, okay? So in the first session where I'm going to talk about from the book, Meditation is for You, okay? See, every week I will bring forth certain aspect of meditation so that you understand why we need to turn our energy inwards. Why meditation? So all this, and then give you all the experience, okay? So different experiences of your consciousness. Now, so the first message I want to send before we enter into the initiation by Dakshinamurti is that there's nowhere to go but in. See, all of us are seeking for something, right? The problem is we do not know what we are seeking if you are not a seeker, okay? So the question is, you ask yourself, what are you seeking? What are you trying to seek in this birth? So it may come a point where you'll be asking, are you looking for money? Are you looking for a job? Are you looking for a relationship? What exactly are we seeking? Because when you seek at the wrong place, you are never going to experience fulfillment, right? See, understand that you are a conscious miracle of existence. You are not just this body and mind. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human being having a spiritual experience. So, if you understand that you are our consciousness, okay, you will only experience fulfillment if you come back to your nature. That means the truth of who you are. But when you forget about who you are, this is where you get lost. You try to grab something from outside, but you're lost. Okay? So Swamiji said that you are fulfillment itself. You are fulfillment. But when you forgot who you are, you're trying to find fulfillment in the outer world. This is where you miss the whole truth. Okay? So nothing can be added to you or nothing can be taken away from you. Understand? You may feel that what nothing can be taken to you or nothing can be added. Because if you fall into consciousness, you are enough onto yourself. Nothing needs to be added, nothing needs to be taken. You just realized. It's a realization. Okay? So there's nothing to achieve by you in the outer world. It's just realization. Simply become aware of this truth. That is enough. You will start experiencing who you are in an authentic way. Okay? See, when you look inside yourself to realize this truth, this is called meditation. When you realize yourself, I'm consciousness. Okay? This is meditation. Meditation is so simple. When you start expressing, radiating this truth in your life, that is what we call Jiva Mukti. It means living enlightenment. Living enlightenment is realizing who you are, your true nature. Okay? So what is your ultimate aim in life? When I first asked, what are you seeking? Is it to earn more money? Is it to stay forever young, youthful, beautiful, trying to hold on to youthfulness? Like so many celebrities, even though they are not able to accept aging gracefully. They try to prolong their youthfulness. So then, is it to improve your personality? Is it to have meaningful, lasting relationship? Whatever may be you're seeking, whether it's to find inner peace, okay? The list is endless. You can't, feel the list can go on and on and on. But for each one of us, each individual, there will be a specific goal or several goals to begin with, right? But every goal, without exception, every single goal points to the same thing. a same yearning of fulfillment. Whether it's to have more money, whether it's to have a meaningful relationship, whether it's to be financially free, whether it is to have a fulfilling career, a career that makes you feel that you're doing something worthy, right? So whatever may be, or whatever goals that you set and you're seeking, all of them come back to one yearning, okay? A yearning for fulfillment. That's why when I first met Swamiji, when I went for Kalpataru, after sitting for a long time, finally I went up to the stage and asked him for one thing only, fulfillment. That is the only thing I'm seeking, okay? And the interesting thing is, in the darshan, he said, you'll have it. Then he started laughing and he hugged me, I remember. So the moment I asked for the right thing, fulfillment, brings more and more fulfillment and more fulfillment. So the fulfillment never ends. It's like continuously expanding in different level of fulfillment. Just like what he say, enlightenment is the ultimate experience but not the final, which means even after you experience enlightenment, you continue to expand in different dimension, different zone, right? So which means expansion is life. You continue to expand, okay? So however intellectual, however sophisticated may be the ways in which we express it, we're all seeking for fulfillment only. That is the truth. All of you in some way or another is only seeking for fulfillment. Once you cognize that, okay, once you catch that truth, you enter into the spiritual life, because you no longer seek outside, you seek inside. Because the true fulfillment can only come from inside, not outside. When you start seeking inside, you will see meditation happen and flowers naturally for all of you, okay? So only the ways in which we are searching are different. Some of you may search, through money, through power, name and fame, through relationship, all kinds of different goals, okay, through all the cosmic or tragic dramas of our life, right? But we are actually only seeking for fulfillment. This is the single motivating force of our life. If you come down to, that means funnel that into one cognition, I'm seeking for fulfillment, then understand you're on the right track, okay? So, but 99% of us, okay, are not even aware fulfillment is the true goal. The true goal for all of us is to find fulfillment, okay? So when you haven't had the maturity to understand this truth, you'll be running behind many things that is ephemeral, that is not going to bring you, this deep inner peace, okay? So we're only aware that there's something lacking in our life, some kind of vacuum void that we cannot fill with money, relationship, or possessions. I came to that understanding in my late 20s. See, when I first started working, I just hit the road and accumulate, because I grew up in a very poor family, so poverty is like a no-no for me. So I didn't want to be poor ever. So when I first hit the job, I just run and accumulate. So by the late 20s, I have everything. So then I was like, what's next? Then I get bored, right? And what Swamiji called this phenomena is called depression of success. Basically, you have everything in the outer world, but inside, in poverty, spiritual poverty. So that was where I started to turn my energy from outside to inside. And that's where the whole discovery become, I would say, help me to understand why I'm here and why many things happened to me, including the cancer that I had in 2005, when I was seeking elsewhere, okay? So Swamiji says that what you have collected so far in the outer world is there any lasting value? right? Lasting value means that it's going to take with you eternally. No, right? Nothing. Whatever you accumulate outside, you're going to leave behind when you exit this body. Okay? So still we continue to search outside. That's because we are unaware. When you're unaware, you will find outside. When you become aware, you will just naturally turn your energy inwards. Okay? So that's why the tagline, he said, the only way out is in. The only way to get out of your mess is to turn inside. The moment you start turning inside, you start the journey of your spirituality. Okay? So whether you know it or not, believe it or not, accept it or not, fulfillment is our true nature. You will not rest or settle, feel at ease until you find the fulfillment. Okay? You will continue to feel restless, agitated, and anxious, having anxiety, till you find the fulfillment inside. Okay? So the whole science of meditation is to guide all of you to turn inside. Okay? The moment you realize the futility of searching for fulfillment outside, you're naturally ready for meditation. Okay? Deep inside, each one of us is aware that our true nature is a state of completion, state of total fulfillment. Okay? That is why we're unable to rest until we reach that state, until we experience that flowering of realization of that state. If depressions and restlessness were natural to us, would we try to get out of it? No, right? So because this is not our true nature, that's why we try all our effort, energy to get out of depression, restlessness, anxiety, all kind of psychological disorder that we are experiencing, because we know deep in our being this is not our true nature. That's why we're not comfortable with it. We need to get out. We need to get healed. So, as you all know that in Upanishad, Puna Mantra, where we always chant at the end of every session, the Puna Mantra again remind us of our true nature. That means we're already whole. From this whole came the other whole, right? Wholeness, right? Came the whole. If we are removed from the whole, that still remains the whole. That means you're never out of the wholeness. So understand this universal truth that we are already complete, we are already whole. We realize our innate wholeness. Okay? That's why the Puna mantra, the Puna means complete. And realizing this, we are not this limited body. Why? This body-mind systems to discover the consciousness. Then you know all the puzzle will fit together. Otherwise, you will be driven by your mind, which is nothing but a bunch of patterns, a bunch of, memories from the past. And, based on fear and greed and what you want and all this, you'll be entangled in all these emotions, right? Emotions from the past. And if you operate just by trusting your whole life on the mind, you know how much mess you're going to create, right? You're not going to get out of the suffering and the pain. So the only way to get out of the suffering and the pain is to turn the energy inwards and fall in tune with your consciousness. Okay? See, all our running, striving, restlessness is just an expression of our desire to reconnect with our true nature. But we are just running and finding in the wrong place. Okay? That's why we missed. So meditation is nothing more than rediscovering this connection. Understand? Pushing you out into the space of dhyana. Meditation is again to reconnect with that space, with that nature of who we are, and find not only healing. See, when you meditate, naturally your mind will be silent, right? So in that silence, healing happen. In that silence, many things can happen. So there's nothing you need to do, nothing need to be done, nothing to achieve when you are in that space. All you need to do is become aware and start expressing this truth in your life, okay? And start living this truth that you are consciousness and you're here to experience and express fulfillment. And by that itself, you are living enlightenment. Living enlightenment means experiencing the fulfillment and radiating that fulfillment in the outer world so that people also catches it. People catch the space that you're living enlightenment and get inspired to also awaken that dimension in them. Okay? So before we enter into the initiation, I want to share with you something that I also learned from Patanjali. As you know that as a yoga teacher, I draw a lot of inspiration from sages, siddhas, and Patanjali is definitely one of the great teachers that I had the chance to learn from through Swamiji, right? When he was expounding on the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. So when I look at his definition of dhyana, the science of dhyana, this is what Patanjali defined. Okay, he said dhyana means raising the frequency to a certain level so that the object on which the meditation is happening and the meditator both lose the boundaries and become one. Let's say you're meditating on the banyan tree. I'm just giving an example. And you're the meditator. The meditation, the meditator, and the meditating both become one. That means you lose this boundary, become one. Okay? So when you raise your frequency, you will have intense joy, bliss, peace. That feeling will come. Not only the mind, but the object on which you have been meditating loses its boundary and become that oneness with the original source. Okay? That's how through meditation you fall into samadhi. Samadhi means, sama means falling in tune. Adi means source. So when you meditate in that pure awareness, okay, the boundaries, whatever you're meditating, just loses the boundary and just boom, you just fall in tune into the source. You just landed to the source and experience samadhi. Okay, this is how samadhi is experienced. First, the last few limbs of the Shashtanga Yoga, basically Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi, the last 4 limbs. Okay. Dharana means withdrawing the senses and turn inwards. Okay, withdrawing the 5 senses and turn the awareness inwards. Then, Dharana is having one pointed awareness. It means focusing on something where that awareness is focusing on. When that awareness is focused on, the boundary between you and that thing, the object, loses its separation and you become one. In that oneness, you fall in tune into the samadhi. Okay? So any object you meditate on can lead you to samadhi if you are able to lose the boundary between the object and you. And the meditation is the technique. Okay? So are you ready for the initiation? Give me a thumbs up. Any questions so far? Okay, I saw a chat. What is the difference between fulfillment and liberation? Okay, so Anita, I have a question. Liberation means moksha, okay, in the Sanskrit word. Means you completely liberated from the lower identity of who you are. That means you think this association with this the body and mind no longer become relevant. Okay. Jarasharika, your phone is not muted. I can hear. Can you mute yourself? Okay. So that means you realize the consciousness in you, which is the operating energy. So you're no longer trapped by this body mind, the limited ideas about this body mind. Okay, so that is liberation. Fulfillment means, see, you don't need to experience enlightenment to experience fulfillment, because fulfillment is like a spiral virtuous cycle. Do you understand? At this moment, if you just drop your mind, you can experience fulfillment. If you just unclutch from your suffering, you can experience fulfillment. But that doesn't mean that that's the end, because the fulfillment keep raising you to the next level. Do you understand? So if you know the experience of fulfillment, means there's nothing to run behind in the outer world. You're just falling into the self, the higher self. When you fall in tune with the self and experience yourself as consciousness, that itself is fulfillment. Do you understand? Just even sitting and eating some kind of thing and you just fall into meditation in the space of yourself, that is fulfillment itself. So do you understand what I'm saying? The difference between fulfillment and liberation. Great. Okay. So now let me move to outside. Okay. I'm going outside now to sit. Can you see the red seat now? It's waiting for me. Okay. This one? Okay. Wait, let me just plug in. Oh, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me see. I can hear the echo. Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming that they can hear me. You select, yeah. So Nithyananda, can you see me now? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now let's all sit straight. Close your eyes. We're going to begin the initiation. You can sit in Padmasana if you prefer, which is lotus pose. I prefer to sit in Padmasana. And you can put your hand in Samana Mudra, okay? Which is, in the event that you levitate, this will hold the levitation, okay, in the sense that you will have a nice levitation going upward and not feeling disorientated. So Samana Mudra. So close your eyes now. Let's enter into the meditation initiation and by connecting with your body and your breath once again. All of you who are joining me on Zoom and Facebook, please sit now. Start breathing very slowly and deeply. Feel this body intensely. Connect with the light breath, Parashakti. Understand the breath is where you travel, because in all the lokas, prana is the common element across all the different dimensions and planes. So establish your awareness on prana shakti, your breathing. Make sure you feel relaxed. Take a few moments to settle into the restful awareness so that you're comfortable sitting for a while. You can adjust your body, your legs, whatever clothes, so that you're comfortable. Whenever you're comfortable, the body will be forgotten. Just be comfortable. Sukha. Sukha means easiness. Thiram Sukha Asana. Whatever you're seated now should be stable, comfortable. According to Patanjali, Thira Sukha Asana. Now focus your awareness on your third eye. The space between the brown center. Let the prana be the fuel to take you all to the Bidadi Golden Temple. Feel that you are entering into the Golden Temple, walking the steps towards the Golden Temple. In front of you is Nithyanandeshwari, Kapila, and Swamiji's Murti in that temple. See that now. And bow down to all of them and all the deities around the Golden Temple. Pay your respect to the deities, the presiding deities, and the Golden Temple of Kailasa. Then walk towards the left of the temple and take the steps towards the Bidari Banyan tree, Kalpa Vriksha. Walk. As you walk closer and closer, feel this intense silence that envelopes the whole space of the Bidari Banyan tree. There is a path, a stone path for you to walk towards the Bidari Banyan tree. Follow that path now. Come in front of the Bidari Banyan tree. In front of you, there is a little cave. Inside the banyan tree. As part of the ritual, step close to the tree and hug the tree now. The way how Swamiji used to hug the tree, you have seen his photograph. Do the same thing. Hug the mother tree now. And put your forehead on the branch of the tree. Feel the energy now of the banyan tree. Feel the intense silence in that space. Feel the energy of the banyan tree, intense energy flowing through the whole body from head to the toe, circulating your whole body. Kalpa Vriksha is more than many thousand years ago. This tree is so old, ancient. Even Rama gave Muktika Upanishad under this banyan tree to Hanuman. To understand this tree is very, very old. Now, move your head away from the banyan tree, turn to the right and come in front of Dakshinamurti. If we remember how the Bidari Dakshinamurti looks like, he's seated as an Adi Guru. In front of him, there is a serpent. See the serpent. It is alive. See the color of the serpent. I will not tell you. See the color of the serpent. Big, fat serpent. Who is guarding this place. Now, bow down to Dakshinamurti. Feel a lot of love and devotion. Usually we like to climb on top of his murti and put our forehead onto his feet. One of the, the left foot where he's seated. So you can do that now. This is normally what I do. I climb up on the murti and rest my forehead on the feet. Come to see him, missed being in the physical presence. So now you can come down and sit now in front of Dakshinamurti. Visualize yourself coming down and sitting in front. In front of him, there is quite a lot of pavement where you can sit. So sit in front of him now and get ready for the initiation by him. I'm going to play now the mantra to invoke him. Whatever he is going to do for all of us, just let it happen. Don't resist. Just feel the energy and enjoy the whole process of the initiation into dhyana, meditation. The Dakshinamurti is a deity residing in the space element. He is that dimension of Paramashiva, who is eternally in this vibrant silence. So dhyana, you're entering into this space element, ether. So he's the deity we need to connect with. So let's connect with Dakshinamurti.
दक्षिणामूर्तये विद्महे ध्यानस्थाय धीमहि तन्नो धीमः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ दक्षिणामूर्तये विद्महे ध्यानस्थाय धीमहि तन्नो धीशः प्रचोदयात्। 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 दक्षिणामूर्तये विद्महे ध्यानस्थाय धीमहि तन्नो धीशः प्रचोदयात् ॐ 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 दक्षिणामूर्तये विद्महे ध्यानस्थाय धीमहि तन्नो धीशः प्रचोदयात्.
Now just sit in silence. Just be a witness to your thought patterns, your thought current. Do not judge, do not suppress, reject, just watch. Relax from all the thoughts by unplugging. All right, relax and slowly open your eyes. How are you feeling?
You need to say, feel the, I cannot see, so I visualize.
Mm.
You need to say, feel the energy, boom.
Mm.
It came immediately.
course.
When you say feel,
Mm.
So then it came, and then, wow, the energy is amazing, strong, My hands are like,
Buzzing.
and then my tongue also, like needles.
Okay.
I cannot see, I cannot see the screen. I can only visualize, and
Don't worry. You see later on. But at least now start feeling the energy first.
yeah.
See, because your body is more sensitive to feeling, touch.
Mm.
So that one comes as a first experience.
Even when you speak, open your eyes, the minute you speak, I also can feel your energy.
Mm. You can feel my vibration, right?
I can feel the minute you speak only, I can, yeah.
See, the space is so such that you'll be so sensitive to any vibration, any sound or any alteration of words, anything that creates you hit you.
Mm.
Because you're in the space of silence. The space is where all sounds hit and you feel the vibration, the frequency. Mm.
Feeling was like numb. You cannot feel my hands, but I can feel the energy.
Okay, enjoy. Okay, I'm going to the other room to talk to the other people. You guys can come in also. Come. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Sorry. I think you need to mute. Sorry, I was not aware that the microphone was not muted. I was not unmuted. So basically, what I was just saying that you experience the energy. You don't even, just to answer this, Maheshwaris, you just sit. Because Dakshinamurti, he's the Adi Guru. He, in that space, as a witness, you will see, you have the clarity. He will give you a higher wisdom. He'll give you the understanding how to come out of your problem. That is the beauty of sitting with Dakshinamurti. Okay? So you don't have to worry about, what should I see? Just sit with him. He will review what needs to be reviewed to him. Be very clear. He is an independent, intelligent energy. He will know what to do for you, each one of us. Okay? When you're still into the doing, you're still in the mind, Maheshwari, no doing. It's just sitting. Just sitting and witness. You will come to you, the knowledge or the wisdom, the understanding will come to you when you sit with him. It's not like, let me do completion, let me do this. Not the doing. You just have no action. Just sit only. Okay, that is the space of Dakshinamurti, where you're in the silence as a witnessing consciousness. When you witness everything, you will witness what is inside is happening, and you will know how to unclutch, you will know that it's not me, this is not part of me. You start losing power over you, and you fall in tune with your higher self. Okay. So how was the experience of the energy of the banyan tree? Anyone felt it? Raise your hand. Anyone saw Dakshinamurti? Yeah. Okay. Any question? Otherwise, please share in the group, in the meditations for you group, and then we will have the energy is very strong. Yes. So strong. Oh my God. Even Baba is just saying that. The minute I connect with me, she can even feel my words, my vibration, the sound coming from my mouth. And she can feel my energy now. Because you're all in the space. That space is where you become very sensitive to any frequency or any vibration. You can feel it. And some of you, do you feel very strong third eye pulsating? Tuck, 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 tuck. Oh my God, the third eye was like wonging. Yes. So today, all of you have been initiated into dhyana, the science of meditation. Yes. So by the grace of Dakshinamurti, Lord Dakshinamurti, all of you have been initiated, and which will start your journey into the depth of meditation. See, the last three limbs, basically dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Each limb is of different depth. Okay? That means the depth of each limb in terms of experience is very different. So now from meditation to samadhi, that part is gifted now. That means you will be able to experience from dhyana to samadhi. Okay? So any other question? Amazing. Very strong energy, can connect easily. I felt the third eye also in the peak, like a heavy ball. Yeah. So only he showed me do this for all of you. So I said, okay, I have to come all the way, travel about 1 hour to come here to to zap in the energy of the Kalpavruksha, my baby Kalpavruksha. See, Ma, Kalpavruksha, your little baby is there. You need to come and sayang the Kalpavruksha. you know. One day we'll come and sayang. Hey, I need to find a big pot to transplant the tree to another pot. And I was told within 1 year, by Devi Meenakshi, that within 1 year I will find a permanent place to plant this tree. So I'm so excited. So I don't know how it's going to manifest. She will only manifest. She will find a place for all of us to have our ecosystem, our Kailasa, and this tree will be permanently planted there as part of the attraction and energy field for Kailasa, Singapore. So I'm just waiting for her to manifest through this body, and we'll find a place. So I'm so excited. So for now, we will just have to plant it to a bigger pot. Then the final one will come when the property manifests. Okay. So with that, I'm going to conclude now because it's already 20 minutes past 8. Sorry for taking a little bit more time. So next week, please join back if you are interested to find out the next meditation. This meditation is initiation, come meditation, but the next one will be meditation. Okay, so please join back and share your feedback or your experience in the group. Okay, so I will add those people who are not in the group, you can add into the meditations for your group. Okay, with that, let me just end with the Puna Mantra. Thank you all for joining. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sauvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Pauruka Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Dakshinamurti.